Oh, yeah. Let me suck them titties, babe. Let me suck them titties, babe. Yeah, I know. Suck them titties on the west side. Suck them titties on the breast side. Best titties I ever had. Oh, let me suck them titties right now. From the night turn to dawn, girl. Suck one, maybe two. And damn boy gone. Yeah. Let me suck them titties, baby. Oh, yeah. Let me suck them titties, baby. Let me suck them titties.
I'm on fire. Nigga, I had the biggest comeback of 2018. Niggas up here talking about Tiger. Tiger? Tiger? Huh? Tiger had the biggest... Man, get the f*** out of here. I had the biggest comeback. Thought it was over with for me. After that Chris Brown shit, after that Migos shit, y'all tried to count me out, nigga. I ain't forgot about that. Y'all forgot. Forgot about none of that shit. So I'm back with a chip on my shoulder. I'm back. My mama. Niggas die behind this shit. Y'all niggas trolling the rap game, bro. Fuck new rap. Because 2019 my year.
Somebody gotta get Soulja Boy. I had to open up. It was important that I open up with some funny shit because it's gonna be, we gonna be talking some shit. I got Harry Potter on in the background. It's on NBC. I think this is NBC, but nevertheless, whatever. I wanted to open up with some funny stuff, so I got the "Let Me Suck Your Titties, Baby" and that Soulja Boy. Had to get that Soulja Boy on there. That Soulja Boy shit is hilarious. I'm gonna play that back again before we go out. He was wild, but I want to get straight to the point. I kind of want to jump on this real quick. It's a few things I want to talk about, and actually, yep, okay, it's on there. Cool. I want to talk about this whole spray the block mentality, but let me show y'all this video real quick.
Yeah, I want to talk about R. Kelly. Check this out. Watch his hand. Look how she looked, though.
Pull back a little bit, babe.
I see it. Watch how she move his hand. Okay, we finished. Could you get... Yeah, I want to talk about R. Kelly. Check this out.
I don't know why all these joints looping like they are, but whatever. I had to show y'all that, but it's another video I want to show y'all as well. Which one is this? Oh, okay. Not that one. I'm gonna touch on that later. I want to get straight to the good stuff, the juicy stuff. Then we'll go to the lighter stuff.
I'm saying that there are people that were the people that did this to both me and Corey that are still working. They're still out there, and they're some of the richest, most powerful people in this business.
And they are.
And they do not want me saying what I'm saying right now.
Are you saying that they're pedophiles?
Yes.
And that they're still in this business?
Yes.
That's what, and that's what you're saying in your book. When you talk to
And
parents,
they don't want me here right now. Trust
Corey,
me. They want me dead.
there are a lot of parents out here who want to put their kids in this business. Their kids are cute, they're great actors. What would you say to a parent who just has the best of intentions, who's coming here with their child? If you're saying that there's a lot of predators in this industry.
It's a many-feathered bird. Okay? Be careful what you wish for. That's what I'll tell you. Don't go into it with naivety. Don't go into it thinking that it's all roses and sunglasses and
You're damaging an entire industry.
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to. I'm just trying to say that it's a very important, serious topic.
You said that there was one gentleman in the industry who did not take it.
All right, see, this shit looping. It's making me mad, actually. It's making me mad. And let me, all right, just want to post that real quick. Okay, so I showed y'all 2 videos because the spray the block mentality is going crazy, but we not. I'd rather send headshots. And that analogy sounds a little callous, but let me break it down what I mean. Surviving R. Kelly was a big story. It's a big thing that's going on right now. People are still talking about it. It's still booming. R. Kelly should be a headshot. Get him the fuck out of here. Creep, pedophile, all that shit. Fuck him. I have no sympathy for how he's being treated. You know what I mean? I feel like he's not being mistreated enough. I feel like people still letting him get money out here is crazy to me. The fact that people still buying tickets is crazy to me. Some people want to separate the artist from the musician. That's your prerogative, but I won't. I can't. You know what I mean? I tried. I thought that was an easy task. I thought that was something that was simple to do. And personally, to me, it is extremely hard to separate a person from the music when it's something so heinous as pedophilia. You know what I mean? That's extreme to me. Like, our children, man, our innocent, our children, our unprotected ones, you know what I mean? That's the elderly, the mentally disabled, and the children. Whenever they're in a position that they aren't being protected, I can't ever support a person that I can't ever support a person that's in a position of power that's mistreating them. I can't separate whatever they doing. I don't care if they play basketball, football. I don't care if they made music. I don't give a damn what they did. Make movies, whatever. I can't separate the person from. I can't separate their art from what they're doing behind the scenes, because I can't look at that person the same. I need to be able to enjoy your music or your entertainment, in spite of maybe some mistakes you made in the past. Some mistakes is okay. You know what I mean? If you made some slip-ups, you know what I mean? Whatever the case may be, that's fine. You committed some crime, drinking and driving, you know what I mean? Whatever. Caught with drugs, you know what I mean? Whatever. That's your thing right there. But when it comes to you abusing our unprotected, I can't rock with that. I can't rock with that in no way, shape, or form. So I've been stopped listening to R. Kelly stuff. Everybody's like, "Oh, you saw the tape? Why you ain't do nothing then?" First and foremost, when I heard about the tape and saw the tape, I was about 12 years old, so it didn't resonate to me as an adult. For 2, as I got older and I started hearing more things, and I realized, yo, he really pissed on a 14-year-old or 15-year-old. Now, she did come out and say, or some girl came out and said, "Hey, that's not me in that tape. I don't know who that girl is," and they claim that I was an adult. But over the years, we've seen this constant, stories come out of basically a cult-like thing. Jim Jones like cult. I ain't saying he's killing these people, but it's honestly out of control. I feel like R. Kelly need to get the fuck up out of here. His assistant need to get the fuck up out of here. All those women that contributed to it need to get the fuck out of there, and every man that contributed to it needs to get the fuck out of there. Every adult that contributed to the pedophilia act of R. Kelly needs to get the fuck out of here. I don't care who it is. If you contributed to it, you got to get the fuck up out of here. Man, woman, whatever. You got to get the fuck up out of here. And the fact that that's not the focus is quite troubling, to be completely honest. It's a lot of people trying to make excuses for him. It's a lot of people who feel like his behavior is acceptable and his behavior is okay, and you know what I mean, or maybe we could separate the behavior and still support him. No, I can't. I don't know how you can. I question your morals. Again, we don't all have to have the same morals, but the fact that you can just absolutely dismiss a man who sexually abused sexually abused children is beyond me. And this false equivalency of bringing up Michael Jackson is crazy to me, because Michael Jackson accusers actually came out and said they lied and said that their parents tried to coerce them into a story so they can get the money. So Michael Jackson is not even in the same boat as R. Kelly, as far as I'm concerned. Because Michael Jackson, we already know what happened with his situation. Let me break that down to y'all, because I don't think a lot of y'all know what happened with Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson never touched any kids. Did he sleep in the same bed as kids? Yes. But that's some shit. I'm like, all right, man, you walking a fine line. But actually sexually touching children in any sexual manner, Michael Jackson did not do that. The original accusers came out and said he didn't do that, and all those people fell in line because they saw the money train coming, and they figured they might as well, the parents, again, we're going to talk about that next. After I get off this Michael Jackson point, we're going to talk about the parents in these predatory situations. And the parents coerce all these children to come up with cockamamie stories so they can basically get a bag. These parents, even after hearing the stories, is trying to get their kid to Neverland just so they can come up with a story and get a bag out of it. Disgusting behavior. But Michael Jackson, his accusers came out and said that they lied about the whole situation. And we all know the motive behind Sony was to get Michael Jackson put in jail or get Michael Jackson, sink him in debt so they can get those, so they can get the masters off of Michael Jackson, because he had a 50-50 deal with Sony where he and Sony owned the masters of damn near every major artist in the game, in past and present. You know what I mean? Beatles, Lady Gaga, Mariah Carey, Little Richard, anybody who had a master deal with Sony, Michael Jackson owned half that shit. You know what I mean? Due to a partnership that they had. Because Michael Jackson took $47 million and bought. He was able to secure some masters from like some overseas company or something like that. It was some weird trick shit. And Michael Jackson finessed it, did his thing, and he ended up getting the masters. And Sony was pissed. They like, whoa, how did this happen? We wanted the masters. So they wanted to break bread with Michael Jackson. He did a 50-50 deal with him. He's like, all right, we do 50-50 deal with you. All right, cool. But, you know, as time went on, they want to get him up out the deal because it's a lot of, imagine having Michael Jackson masters. The Beatles master is just basically a money. Michael Jackson masters and the Beatles masters alone is just basically a money printer. You might as well just go ahead and start printing money at that point because that's the cash cow. You feel me? And, you know, just every major artist in the game, mostly every major artist in the game that didn't own their masters had their shit through Sony. So Michael Jackson had half of all of that. So this falsehood that they try to bring up and say, hey, Michael Jackson was broke, that's a load of bullshit. Because every 3 months he got that royalty check. So there's no way Michael Jackson was broke. What was happening was they was trying to sink him in legal fees. That's what was happening. They was trying to sink Michael Jackson in legal fees, and they was able to sell the narrative that Michael Jackson was broke. So Michael Jackson was like, all right, now that these legal situations is open, yeah, I hit my pockets kind of hard. That's cool. What I'm going to do is go ahead and go on tour. That's where that This Is It tour came out at. That's where that whole thing came out before he died. He never got to go on that tour, but that was the This Is It tour, which was basically him saying, this is all I got for you, Sony, because I'm out this motherfucking deal after this tour right here. So kiss my ass. So Sony was like, damn, he about to get the money, and we still ain't going to be able to get these masters. So what we going to do? So they was all right, we're going to kill this motherfucker. We're going to have this doctor kill him. The doctor got involuntary manslaughter. They sacrificed him, black doctor out of L.A. They sacrificed him, you know, I believe they set it up to where he killed Michael Jackson. They say, yo, you're going to do, you know, 4 or 5 years in jail. We're going to make sure we got the judge on lock for you. You're going to do 4 years in jail. That's all right. And you're going to get away with, we're going to send you this bag privately. We're going to take care of your legal fees, take care of your family. Don't worry about nothing. We're going to get Michael Jackson the fuck up out of here. Boom. So when Michael Jackson died, they found out the real value of Michael Jackson's estate. It was almost $1 billion. You feel me? And his family, they knew his family didn't want to sit on the royalties or nothing like that. So they was like, we're gonna go ahead and offer them a nice fat lump sum check, get that up off their hands, and we golden. And that's exactly what they did. Offer the estate the money, because the estate's like, yo, Michael Jackson wanted to keep up with this. We don't. We wanted to, you know, lay our brother to rest, lay our family member to rest, and you know, break down his estate as he saw fit and go on about our business. And that's what they did, you know, and Sony got the masters. So Sony owned all that shit now by themselves. You feel me? So they got the money printer, and that was the goal. So that's where that whole Michael Jackson the pedophile shit came from, because they couldn't sink him. Like, what they typically used to do is they'd sink the artist in debt and then get them to sell their masters back to him and be like, hey, look, we see you broke, we see you hurting. Go ahead and sell us them masters. We'll go ahead and we'll give you a nice check, and you know, you'll be on your way. You can go ahead and ride off in the sunset. They couldn't do that with Michael Jackson, so they had to find a way to get him tarnish his legacy. They looked at it like they've had to find a way to tarnish his legacy without immortalizing. If they would have put a murder on him, they just would immortalize him. That's like the O.J. Simpson thing. He's immortalized from that. Good or bad, you know what I mean? Good or bad, he's immortalized. They didn't want to immortalize Michael Jackson. They wanted to put such a heinous crime on him. They couldn't say he raped women because most people thought Michael Jackson was gay. So, you know, let's go down a chain. Murder is immortalization. Raping women, that's easy. That would have been a nice thing to do. They did that to Bill Cosby. But they was like, but we nobody will believe he raping women because most people think Michael Jackson is gay or asexual at minimum. So we can't run that he raped women shit on him. So what can we do? Oh, let's put pedophilia on him. That'll fuck him all up. And you know what I mean? And the problem is they didn't get their story straight. They didn't get the evidence together. You feel me? They didn't get their evidence together. They found some chick that fucked Michael Jackson, fed him, that story. Because Bobby Brown in his book talked about how Michael Jackson was 100% straight. He definitely loved women. He was trying to get at Whitney. You know, a lot of people don't know about that. Michael Jackson was trying to get at Whitney Houston. And that's directly from Bobby Brown, who heard it directly, who talked to Michael Jackson directly. So it's a lot of things that people don't know about Michael Jackson that's starting to come out now that people are coming out with their own books, which I love. I love hearing them inside stories like that. And so yeah, Michael Jackson wasn't gay or asexual. He liked women. So, but the public perception of it was he was gay or asexual, so they couldn't put he was raping women on him. So they went ahead with the whole he liked little boys, because that was a believable story, despite the fact we believe it or not. Saying that Michael Jackson liked boys was a much easier story, or saying he liked children was a much easier story to sell than to say he was raping women. So they went with the he liked children thing, and they went on that whole tirade and tried to drag him through the mud. They didn't get their facts right, and it fell flat on his ass. So they said, fuck it. This shit ain't work. We got to kill this nigga. So that's what it came down to. Like, you can, I know y'all like to say, well, I think he did it. Nobody's going to be sleeping in the bed with kids and not touching them and da-da-da-da-da, whatever it may be. Whatever, you can say what you want, but the facts remain differently. You know what I mean? That ain't what happened. And y'all can sell that cock and bull story to whoever you want to sell it to, but Michael Jackson's not in the same boat as R. Kelly. It's that simple. But for some reason, R. Kelly is Teflon. Nobody wants to get R. Kelly the fuck up out of here. You know what I mean? I don't understand why they don't want to get R. Kelly up out of here, but they don't. Who's that coming? Yeah, I'm recording. Who's coming? Miles. Oh. Make sure they ain't in here coming in loud. So, they tried to sell that story, but it didn't work. And then another thing is with the whole R. Kelly thing, they trying to spray the block. They sitting here, they trying to blame Jay-Z. They trying to blame just frivolous ass celebrities around R. Kelly or anybody that ever worked with R. Kelly or associated themselves with R. Kelly. They trying to blame them, so they trying to spray the whole block. So they trying to say, oh, Jay-Z was messing with Foxy when she was 15. Foxy came out and already told us that her and Jay-Z never messed around, especially not when she was 15. So throw that story away. They try to spray the block. Then they come up with the whole, they come out with a video of Drake caressing on a 17-year-old somewhere overseas. You know what I mean? So they trying to spray the block. I don't know that girl's age. I don't know the story behind that. So whatever. If he touched on an underage girl, wherever that situation, like I don't know what the age of consent is. I'm like, we got to go by the laws of the land. I don't know, what, what I mean. That whole thing is me personally. I could at my age, being 28, I can't mess with a girl under 21. That would be me. You know what I mean? I'm married, but I'm saying if I was ever single, I couldn't. And then as I would get older, I would, increase that age that I would, the girls I would date. I don't know how you motherfuckers do that shit, but whatever. It's unicorns, but whatever the case may be, I don't know the whole Drake situation. So, so what it seems like, and then of course they announced that Michael Jackson docuseries that they're coming out with. It's like 230 something minutes long, so a little over 2 hours. So what it seems like they're doing is it looks like they're trying to make black men the face of pedophilia. And as y'all saw here, let me play this again.
I'm saying that there are people that were the people that did this to both me and Corey that are still working. They're still out there, and they're some of the richest, most powerful people in this business.
And they are.
And they do not want me saying what I'm saying right now.
Are you saying that they're pedophiles?
Yes.
And that they're still in this business?
Yes.
That's what, and that's what you're saying in your book. When you talk to parents,
they don't want me here right now. Trust
Corey,
me. They want me dead.
There are a lot of parents out here who want to put their kids in this business. Their kids are cute, they're great actors. What would you say to a parent who just has the best of intentions, who's coming here with their child? If you're saying that there's a lot of predators in this industry.
It's a many-feathered bird. Okay? Be careful what you wish for. That's what I'll tell you. Don't go into it with naivety. Don't go into it thinking that it's...
You see, the biggest, a lot of times, I'm gonna just be completely honest with y'all. The biggest culprits in these pedophile rings, or these who be protecting these pedophile rings, are women. You know, I actually had an exchange with a young lady on Twitter when I posted the Jason Momoa thing, and she this one right here when I posted this. I'm gonna mute the video because I want to talk over it. When I posted this video, she like damn near wanted to kill me. You know what I mean? It was an accident. It was innocent. He was trying to rub her stomach, and I'm like, yo, what part of the stomach was he trying to rub? Like, this is crazy to me. Is that her stomach right there? Is that her stomach right there? What part of the stomach is he trying to rub? You know what I mean? And then watch the full-on caress. Like, she like, yo, what are you doing, my nigga? Relax. You see what I'm saying? So women be protecting these dudes too. You know, we know we know the predator, who the predators are, but a lot of times we be seeing these women protecting these predators. I mean, what happened in sisterhood? You know, what happened to protecting your sister? What happened to that whole thing? Because straight up protecting these dudes is kind of crazy to me. You know what I mean? I ain't with all that. So we gonna spray the block. Let's spray the block, or we can go for the headshot. You feel what I'm saying? Let's go for the headshot. I don't see the sense in spraying the block. And when I say spray the block or go for the headshot, when I say headshot, I mean anybody that's directly involved. When y'all start trying to bring up indirect false equivalencies, that's spraying the block. When y'all start trying to aim, when y'all try and aim for the motherfucker you supposed to be hitting, you say, yo, I can hit him, or I can just take the gun and just try and line up everybody that's around that motherfucker, or anybody that ever, associate themselves with that motherfucker. You look crazy. Don't. There's no need to spray the block. Go. Let's get headshots. Let's get these predators the fuck up out of here. We don't need to go ahead and let's get every predator out of here. And then Touré, the guy who interviewed R. Kelly when he was like, do you like girls, or you know what I mean? Do you like teenage girls? Is what he asked him. And R. Kelly was like, when you say teenage girls, how are we talking? Are we talking 14 or are we talking 19? You know what I mean? And it turns out he was sexually harassing someone. I'm not going to put him in the same boat as R. Kelly because the woman wasn't underage. But this dude was trying to be a martyr for women's rights and was trying to be a martyr for protecting women and whatnot, but he out here acting like a savage. You know what I mean? Beyond thirsty. Because he crossed that line. If he just was like, yo, I want to see, I'm trying to holler at you, I'm trying to see what's up with you, whatever the case may be. She said no. He said, yeah, but I think you should give me a chance, da-da-da-da. All right, that's being persistent. But the shit he was saying, I want to see you naked, I want to fuck you, I bet you can fuck good, da-da-da. That's extra. You know what I mean? That's extremely extra. So when you calling yourself a martyr for women and, how we need to protect women, and you are, talking greasy, maybe the loudest ones in the room, but might want to tone that shit down. Tone it down, because it ain't going to help you, bro. And this is what happened. They fired him immediately. Got him out of here. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. You know what I mean? He was her sexually harassing a makeup artist, which is, whatever that is. But I rest my case on that. We're going to discuss that as more things develop. We'll continue to bring up more things. I'll rest my case on that. But I do want to talk about this situation. It's actually two situations. Let's go with this one. I'm going to go with this one first. Let's go with this. Look at this. That is David Bell hitting an 11-year-old girl. He was arrested. Initially, they thought she was a teenage girl, but when the documents came out from his arrest records, we found out she was a child under the age of 12. We confirmed that her age is 11 years old. Now, for purposes that, we don't need to explain, she's a minor, we won't mention her name. But David Bell, on the other hand, putting his hands on an 11-year-old girl, we need to have zero tolerance for that behavior. We need to protect our children at all costs, and I feel like we should have broke his fucking jaw. We should have caught up to him before the law did. All that, let's find his name, let's find out where he worked, let's find out who he is so the cops can prosecute him. Is he going to get prosecuted properly for putting his hands on an 11-year-old girl? His leg should have been broken. His leg should have been broken. Zero tolerance should be for that kind of behavior. That's unacceptable. That's disgusting. You put your hands on an 11-year-old child, my dude. If I'm that father, I would have found you before the cops did. I'd have broke your fucking legs. And even after you get prosecuted, because he's not going to do any time in jail. I promise you he won't. He's going to get probation or something like that maximum. You know what I mean? So when you get done with that due process, I would break your fucking legs, bro. I break your fucking legs. Easily. With no remorse. I would break your legs. Zero tolerance. We have to have zero tolerance for these people that try to hurt our children. We gotta have zero tolerance for it. You know what I mean? That's the type of shit I would be on. I would break his fucking legs. You put your hands on my child, I gotta come see you. I have to see you. You know what I mean? I have to see you. You 11 years old, I gotta come see you. It's not my 16-year-old son. It's not a 16-year-old son. I don't have any 16-year-old son, but this ain't my 16-year-old son. This is my 11-year-old daughter. My daughter's about to be 10 this year. She's a couple years older than my daughter. You put your hands on my 11-year-old. Oh, no. I gotta come see. I'm breaking a leg. I need a leg. I just need a leg. I need one of them legs. I gotta get a leg. It's important I get a leg. For your safety, it's important that I get a leg. You gotta give me that. Brother, you gotta give me that. I need that leg. Because we can't let this kind of shit fly. In no way, shape, or form. Now, I want to show you another thing. I want y'all to see this. You know, I'm gonna rest my case on that. I digress on that, but let me show you this.
Do you guys want to do a quick interview?
Hell no.
Why? What's wrong? Build the wall, right? That's very progressive.
What? It's a song. He's saying these how these.
Very progressive, guys.
It's in a frat.
You're in a frat?
Yeah.
Which one?
Omega South 5.
Thank you for letting me know that information. Why would you give out your frat when you're treating a woman like that?
You see how they're indoctrinating that shit? I was on the fence with this for a little while because I'm like, she asked in the interview, they said no. Did I feel like they, did a little overboard or whatever nigga shit? You know what I mean? But then she kept pestering them about the interview. I'm like, okay, they told you no already. You gotta, as a journalist, you gotta back off. You know what I mean? Back off. And then in the end was where I got off the fence and was like, I can't fuck with her for this. And in the end, it was when she said, this is how you treat women. She tried to weaponize womanhood. In a situation that she should have backed down a long time ago, you following them down the street, dangerous activity. In a situation where you should have been back down and, retreated on that whole situation, you kept pestering them, kept badgering them, and you got mad because they kept disrespecting you in regards to that. And then you try to weaponize womanhood after you stepped over the line and continued to badger them about an interview that they told you they had no interest in doing the first time you asked them. That was completely stupid. That was irresponsible of you, and that was extremely dumb for you to do. And then when you try to weaponize womanhood, that made the situation even worse, and I can't rock with you for that. I don't feel you on that at all. So if that's the kind of shit that you want, I'm good on you. I'm good. I can't help you out with that. You know what I mean? I can't. You harassing these men in the street and then try to weaponize womanhood because they disrespect you for harassing them. That's crazy to me. That's crazy. So no, I don't feel you on that one. I don't. But that's all I got for y'all today. It's some other things I want to chop up with y'all this week. I'm trying to figure out what would be a good way to get. I want to do more interactive things with y'all. So y'all let me know how we can be more interactive. Would y'all like to see me do like when I go live, accept phone calls? Because I seen some numbers from some posts, and I see y'all like when I talk about parenting, and I posted a couple of videos on my son, and y'all eat that kind of shit up. So it seems like we need to have more conversations about parenting in our community. So let me know what way would y'all like to do that? Would y'all like to do it on an interactive scale where I upload a video and I'm in the comments with y'all conversating, making polls? Would y'all like me to make polls and we can interact and do conversation starters there? Would y'all like me to open up the phone lines for y'all to call in, ask questions? We give banter, we go back and forth about how we handle certain situations. Would you like me to do topic-based video posts where I will post, maybe a 5, 10, 15-minute video of certain topics and, give my perspective on it, and then we open up dialogue that way. My main point is I want to open up dialogue. That is the most important thing to me, because the know-it-all knows nothing. And I'm far from a know-it-all, and I understand that there's several different ways of parenting. There's ways that I can learn to parent better, and there's ways that you guys can learn to parent better. And I feel like people of like minds that want to elevate our children beyond what we were taught, and elevate our children. Now that we know this information, we want to elevate our children 5, 6, 7 levels ahead of us, 10 levels ahead of us. I feel like we need to have more conversations and discuss how we can do that, because our kids are going to grow up and eventually be in a network of each other. And I would love for our kids to be like, yo, I want to do business with this person because my dad knows their parents, and my dad told me how good of people those parents are, and I know what kind of parents he come from. So how about I break bread with this person? Or, she's cute and I know where her parents come from. I'm going to go holler at her because I feel like I know the kind of stock she comes from, and that's the kind of woman I want in my life to support me, and I want to support her, and we can build a family together. We need to be thinking like that. We really need to be thinking like that, because ignorance breeds ignorance. You see what I'm saying? So if competent parents are breeding competent children, then those children should go on and have competent mates. And I feel like if the competent parents are associating with each other, breaking bread with each other, sharing information with each other, dialoguing with each other, possibly raising the same level of children, breeding the next level of children, breeding intelligent children, compassionate children. You know what I mean? If parents are doing that, and then their kids are finding love with each other. I'm not saying you try and force your kids upon nobody else's kids or nothing like that, but I'm saying you're bringing the quality of the pool up. There's plenty of fish in the ocean. You're putting better quality fish in the ocean, essentially, when we do that. And for lack of a better phrase, I'm sure I can come up with something better than that, but just off the top of the head, we're breeding quality mates for our children. And I feel like if we start with us, we can raise our children to not only be more intelligent, more compassionate, more loving, but better quality mates, which is something that a lot of us didn't see, or a lot of us were missing, or a lot of us, had to figure out on our own. And now that we are figuring it out, we can better our children, because there may be certain situations, certain things that you're doing that you think is cool. And when you hear somebody like me talk, or, a different person talk from outside of that comfort zone, because a lot of us sit in our comfort zones. We're not okay with hearing a dissent. You know what I mean? And we're not okay with hearing an opposing opinion on things that we do. We may need to hear that. You may think that what you're doing, you may think, I cook, I clean, I work. What more can he ask for? Well, he actually can ask for a lot more than what you think. If that's what your bar is, cooking, cleaning, and working. How is that contributing? If he can cook, clean, and work, if he can cook, clean, and support himself, what are you bringing to the table? You see what I'm saying? So it's things like that that we can discuss where we may be able to help each other become better spouses to our spouse, better mates to our mates, and then breed children to be better mates to their mates. Like, you see what I'm saying? Because we have to think about the next generation. We have to raise our children better than we were raised and better than our parents were raised. You know what I mean? And I'm really gonna get it, man. When I start diving into that kind of shit, I'm gonna ruffle a lot of feathers, and that's okay. I may expose some things about your parents that you don't like, and that's all right. I may expose some things about your grandparents that you don't like, and that's all right. We gotta face these demons. Nah, we just sitting back and not and acting like the way we were raised made us the person who we are. No, the way you were raised, you probably became the person you are in spite of the way you were raised. Despite the way you were raised, excuse me. You might have saw the way you was raised and was like, that ain't it. I'm gonna actually do this. Some of y'all are first time graduates in your house, in your family, or y'all the first ones to graduate in a long time in your family. A lot of y'all are the only ones with a college degree in your family. Like me, in my immediate family, I'm the only one with a college degree. I'm about to get my back, and that's only associates. I'm about to get my bachelor's in May, but I'm the only one in my immediate family. So you see what I mean? Like, we need to talk about this kind of stuff. We have to break this kind of stuff down, and it's very important that we do that. And I'm gonna start talking about it. So, we'll be on the lookout for that. And I would love to hear your opinions on how we should go about it, because I think it would be a very, very dope thing to talk about and conversations to have. And I see that's the kind of stuff you like to hear, and I like to deliver, because that's stuff I talk about a lot. Honestly, I just never talked about it on the podcast until like it really just was like a thing that I really needed to talk about. I got to get this off my chest, and y'all ate that shit up, man. Y'all loved it. So we need to have more conversations like that. I see that's what y'all ready to hear, and it's something we all can relate to as parents, young parents. I'm 28. I got 3 kids, so I'm relatively young, but it's something that we can discuss, and we can raise better children in this world. And then people that don't have children yet, they can hear this information and be ready to raise better children in this world. You know what I mean? Maybe sit down with their parents or their grandparents and say, hey, why did you do this? And why didn't you do that? And what was the missing link here and there? And da-da-da-da. Maybe give some clarifying questions, some clarifying answers. You may have had some questions that you never got answered, and now you're going to be brave enough or know how to go to your parents without being disrespectful. Go to your parents and ask them questions on why they did certain things, certain ways, and whatnot. They may tell you, shit, that's the way I was raised. That's not an acceptable answer, but that's an answer that now you understand, like, okay, that's where they get it from. But I was raised the same way you was raised, and I'm not going to do that. You know what I mean? So I get going. I'm going to holler at y'all, man. Until next time, we out of here. Peace, man. Mars World Radio. Make sure you follow me on all social media at It's Xmarv, ITSXMARV, so we can chop up game, talk about a few things, and hit me up with your opinions and your feedback. I love it, man. I love it, love it, love it.